top four or whatever, and just ask them to say. So we'll prime them because we'll be seeing them shortly. Just to, something it's more than just a wave, just a few words for the online audience. And then after that, I'll ask John to introduce you, which he will do in his fluent tongue. And you will then have a chance to say something, whatever you want to say about plants, whatever you want to say anything about Hello, 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 and welcome to Botanical University Challenge 2026, online round 3. And today we have 15 wonderful teams competing to go through to the semi-finals. So of our 15 teams today, 4 of them will go through to the semi-finals. Here are our wonderful teams. Here's the logos of our wonderful teams, and you can play along with us. So welcome to our online audience. You can download sheets if you wish, and play along with us as we go through this round 3. This is the approximate schedule for today. We have 5 rounds. So the first 3 rounds will take place, then we'll have a short break. The first 3 rounds will be 10 questions, and the teams will have 30 seconds to answer each question, and we'll go through each round at the end, and we'll have a scoreboard. Then we'll take a break, and rounds 4 and 5 are exactly the same, except students will have just 20 seconds to answer. So it turns the botanical heat up a bit. And because we can only take 4 teams through to the semi-finals, if there are ties at the end of round 5, we have tiebreaker rounds to nail-biting tiebreaker rounds, I may say. And by the end, by the results ceremony, we will know which of our 15 lovely teams will be going through to the semi-finals. There are many, many prizes for taking part in Botanical University Challenge, and we're delighted that the Field Studies Council are supporting us again, offering prizes, identification sheet prizes, and all the teams that are playing today are assured of prizes here, and those that go through into the semi-finals obviously get more and more and more and more. So thank you very much, the Field Studies Council, for your support. Also, Botanical Society of Britain and Ireland have been supporting us for years, and they are offering digital membership for all the teams in this round. So all 15 teams will be getting digital membership of Botanical Society of Britain and Ireland. So thank you, BSBI, for your support. This year, CABI will be supporting back, offering book prizes to the champions in August. Thank you very much, CABI. And of course, the beautiful Sid Thomas Trophy, which is currently held by the University of Aberdeen, will be passed on to the champions in August, or the champions, yes, in the finals in August. So that is a big prize. The prize that goes to all participants in Botanical University Challenge this year will be free admission to the 4th Student Botany Festival, which is held at the University of Reading as part of our centenary celebrations, 100 years since the signing of the University Charter. And Wednesday, the 19th of August, is the day when the semi-finals and finals will take place. So the 4 teams that go through today will compete on the 19th of August, and that will be followed by 2 days of botanical fun games, skills, careers sessions, and so on. So that's a big prize for all our participants. But actually that prize can be widened this year because of the centenary. We are able to take a bigger audience for the semi-finals and finals on the 19th of August. We have a big lecture theatre lined up. You can see it there in the middle. And please watch our social media for details that online audience and other students and colleagues, we will be happy to invite as many as we can fit in to the lecture theatre on the 19th of August. So as I say, watch our social media for details of that. Every year, our botanical teams come up with fascinating, fun, clever team names. We've got over 100 entries for this competition so far. You can follow the QR code and you can vote for your top 3 favorite names. And this competition is open for the rest of this month, and the results and the prizes will be awarded in August during the semi-finals and finals on the 19th of August. So please take part or pass this on to friends and colleagues. It's a big feature of Botanical University Challenge, a fun feature that we have all these fascinating, fun team names. So take part in that if you haven't already. Okay. So in a moment, we will meet our 15 teams, and I can that's right. No, it's right. That's correct. And this is the leaderboard from round 2 last week. So we have a fantastic lineup here, and in a moment we will meet the teams, and I'm just thinking actually there's something wrong with this slide, because I think we're missing. Yeah, we are missing. Let me just do this in real time just to show that this is real. I could see what we were missing. Something important. So this is the first glitch of the day, and it's me, but that's fine. I'm hoping I've fixed it there. That didn't make sense. Yes. So yeah, this is the leaderboard now, the correct one. So Anglia Ruskin, Edinburgh University at the top of the leaderboard on 31, York not far behind, and so on and so forth. So without further ado, I'd like to unshare my screen, and we're going to meet each team and just have a few words from each team. And the order that I have got here is I'd like to start with Plymouth. So if we could have the Plymouth team on camera. There they are. Hello, Plymouth.
Hello.
Hello, Plymouth. You were runners-up last year, Botanical University Challenge 2025. You're 5th equal in the leaderboard. How are you feeling?
Excited. Last week was good. We really enjoyed it. We're hoping to get some more questions on distribution maps this week.
Okay, well, I'll do my best, see if I can feed in any distribution map questions surreptitiously when Hannah's not looking. But anyway, lovely to see you again. All the very best. Enjoy. University of Galway. Let's go over to Ireland. Rage Against the Rhododendron. Galway.
Hey, we can't turn it. Hi, sorry, we can't turn our cameras on just yet. We're trying to get that sorted.
You can't get your camera on?
We said you cannot join your video because... Oh, there we go. Start my video. Thank you.
It's fine. It's fine. Take it easy. Lovely to see you. Hello. I see you've got your reserve there as well.
Yeah.
So excellent. And it's great to see you. You've really done well. You're 5th equal on the leaderboard. How are you feeling?
Feeling great today, yeah. We're also very glad to be all matching, you know, the jumpers from the right institute.
Excellent. I'm not getting very good audio, but that's great to see you.
Sorry.
And all the very best. And I look forward to seeing some of you. I'm external examiner at Galway, so I may well see some of you when I come over in May. But anyway, all the best. Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Next up on my list here is Edge Hill. Edge Hill, if you'd like to, marvelous to see you. So Sedge Hill is your name, and you are, if I've done my maths correctly, the only team in this round which have been in Botanical University Challenge since it started in 2016. Wow. So round of applause. Round of applause for that. Thank you for being with us all that time. How are you feeling?
Okay. we scraped through last week, but hopefully our look will be different this time. You
did, but that's absolutely the way it goes, and that can make all the difference. It's a different set of questions. It's 5 different rounds. Who knows that if they're your questions, you can easily be up there. So stick with it. Relax as much as you can. Compete, and all the best to you. Yeah, lovely to see you.
Thank you.
The next up, I have University of York. Long time no see. Hi, York. And my version of long time no see is, I think some of you, at least, if not all of you, competed 2 years ago. And it's great to see you back. How are you feeling? You are 3rd in the leaderboard from last week. How are you feeling?
A bit excited, perhaps a tad nervous, sort of when the heat really kicks up and we don't really know what to expect. So
exactly, and when the question time goes down to 20, you've really just got to keep in there and just it will be over. It's over before you know it. But yeah, all the very best. You've done really well, and good luck for the rest of today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now I have the Botanics, RBGE Edinburgh, Fantastic Franz. Hello. Hello. Lovely to see you. And how are you feeling?
Good. Good.
Solid.
Looking forward
Good.
to
Excellent. I recognize some of you, at least from previous team, maybe last year. Anyway, what kind of questions are you wanting?
Maybe some grasslandy bits.
And some ecology questions. That'd be nice.
Grasslandy bits and ecology. That's quite my area. And I must admit, last week, I'd have been struggling to get through. I have to say, I'd been relying on my team members if I'd been competing, but I wasn't. I was just sitting here talking. And that's not very difficult to do compared to competing. So lovely to see you. All the very best for the rest of today. Yeah,
Bye.
lovely to see you. See you soon. Then I've got Eden Project, in Eden Project University Centre, Back to the Fuchsia. And I'm looking here and seeing you fourth on last week's leaderboard. That can't be bad. Hello. Eden.
Hello.
That can't be bad, can it?
No, it can't. We're really happy with that, considering we were all in different places last week as well. So we would do it. We had like 4 different calls open. It was pretty nuts, but we were pleased with how we did, especially on the first round.
Brilliant. And you've been quite high up in previous years. I haven't done my homework, but I'm pretty sure Eden have been in the finals before.
We were in the semis last year.
Semis last year. That's right. Of course you were. So all the best. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Bombus.
Brill. So I've got Anglia Ruskin. I kissed a girl and I liked it. Anglia Ruskin.
Hello, how's it going, Dr. M?
Good to see you. I have to say, equal first at the top of the scoreboard. How does that feel?
Oh,
Surreal.
Yeah.
You've been strong this year. There's no question about that. You've got to keep that up. No resting on laurels, Lauracy, or one of the false laurels. Yes. Sorry. Anyway, what kind of questions are you hoping for? Are you across the board? Is there expertise across the board in the team?
I suppose so, but we'll go with what Plymouth have said as well. We'd quite like some distro maps.
Also, plant-animal interactions.
Yeah, plant-animal interactions. Maybe a bit of horticulture if you've got it in there, please. That'd be great. Yeah, a bit of gardens. Yeah, I love a bit of that.
If it was up to me, it would be full of that stuff. You will find out whether the question team have served it up for you. But in whatever happens, enjoy the rest of the day and all the best. And congrats again for being first equal the last couple of weeks. I think certainly last week. See you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay, we go to Wales now for 2 teams. We'll start with Bangor. As I've said before, that's where I did my botany degree in a different life. Hello, Bangor. Lovely to see you. You are a first-timer team for Botanical University Challenge, and that's fantastic to see. That keeps us going. New teams coming in all the time. So welcome, Bangor. Tell us what you're looking forward to.
Maybe some bryophytes. Probably.
I'm a great fan of bryophytes. I'm not going to say anything. But let's hope there's some bryophytes in there for you. Bangor, North Wales is a great place for bryophytes. So yeah, I'm sure that's right up your street, as it were. Anyway, lovely to see you, and welcome for the first time to Botanical University Challenge, and for doing so well to get through to round 3, and all the very best for the rest of today.
Thank you.
And then staying in Wales, we go down to Cardiff, another new team. The Greenhouse Gang. I should have said the Bangor University is the Giggly Gourds. Cardiff are the Greenhouse Gang. Hello, Greenhouse Gang.
Hi.
Fantastic. Welcome again to Botanical University Challenge. First time, and I'm sure it won't be the last time that Cardiff is here. What are you looking forward to? What are you hoping for?
Maybe a bit of fun. Maybe some plant ID. We've brushed up on plant ID.
Yeah, that's my area. So yeah, if I was writing the questions, they'd all be plant ID, but that can't be happening. So yeah, I've got my fingers crossed for you, and enjoy the rest of the day. And congrats for getting this far. See you soon. Thanks, Cardiff. We go over to University of Leeds now. That's the powerhouse of our live stream, actually. But we've got Stamata Hardly Noah Leeds. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, we know you well, and welcome. How are you feeling, and what are you looking forward to?
We're feeling good. I think we've all kind of surprised ourselves that we've really kind of pulled it all together and gotten this far, which is really nice. And I think we're going to go against the popular opinion. I think we want more plant physiology or plant genetics.
I'm saying nothing, but who knows? Who knows? In a couple of hours, we'll know. But yeah, okay. Well, I'm rooting for you, and all the very best, and see you in a bit.
Thank you very much.
See ya.
Okay, now we go down to our third new team. We've got 3 new teams in Botanical University Challenge. This is UCL, the Bloomsbury Botanists. Hello, Bruno. Oh, yes, the lovely Rose Bay Willowham. UCL. You're doing well. New team doing well. How are you feeling?
Good. We've actually got someone back this week. We were down a person. We were down a person last week, so we were on limited numbers because our reserve disappeared.
So you had a team of 3 last week.
Yeah. So now we're back to full capacity. So that's good.
That is good because you did well last week. So heaven help the other teams competing with a full team from UCL. It's lovely, and again, thank you so much for joining Botanical University Challenge. I don't think this is going to be the last time we see UCL. All the best, all the very best. See you later.
Thank you.
Then we're going to move up to last year's champions, University of Aberdeen, tax on, tax off, champions 2025, doing well. Doing well this year as well. Have we got you in 2 different places again? Santiago, are you still in Colombia?
Yes, I am still in Colombia.
And then we've got the rest of your team in Aberdeen. I'm sure the weather's better in Aberdeen than in Colombia, I don't doubt. How are you doing, and what are you looking forward to?
No, we're doing great. Actually, I want tropical botany questions. That will be really cool. Specifically, high Andean flora of Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador. That will be really, really good.
Yeah, I may be remembering, but I think there's at least 1 round on high Andean flora this year. Tell me if I'm wrong in a couple of hours. Rest of the team in Aberdeen. Say high Andean flora doesn't feature highly, as it were. What else are you looking for?
Some ecology, some Scottish folklore.
Yeah.
Scottish folklore. Yeah. Okay, Scottish folklore. We'll bear that one in mind. If it doesn't appear, it better well in the future. So anyway, all the very best. Lovely to see you all. I see have you got your reserve there as well?
Yeah.
Okay, well, all the best, and we'll see you later. Okay, we're moving now, staying in Scotland, we're going to University of Edinburgh. So we've got another team at the top of the leaderboard last week. Yes?
Yeah.
First equal. Have I got, first equal last in the leaderboard. Brilliant. Paradise Palm House, yeah? It's looking good. How are you feeling, and what kinds of questions would put a smile on your face?
We're feeling a little bit better this week. We were all separate last week, so good to be in the same room this week. And then we're having, I think, some ecology questions. Orchids. Orchids.
Biochemistry.
Yeah. Okay, so a range.
Yeah.
That's always good in Botanical University Challenge. I mean, the range, you've seen the range of questions, and to have a mixed team, mixed experience in the team and knowledge in the team is really a a really important point. Great to see you. Congratulations for last week's performance. Focus and do as well this week, and we'll see you soon.
Let's hope so.
Absolutely. See you. Thanks, Edinburgh. Now we're going down to London. Queen Mary. Now I know Queen Mary had a lecture, and I think that's right. Is that right? So yeah,
Yes.
Good. You're there.
Yeah.
So you're.
Hey, how you doing?
Fantastic. Good to see you.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? 5th equal on the leaderboard last week. I can see you're from two from two separate places. How are you feeling, and what are you looking forward to this week?
Feeling surprisingly good about how.
I think we might have lost some sound. So Ellie, if you want to. Oh no, I think we're doing all right. We've got a sound glitch.
Oh. Yeah, go on, Ellie.
Okay, yeah, I'll jump in. Yeah, no, we were surprised getting through, but we're really happy. But I think it's just they were really good questions last week, and it depends what questions you have this week as to
Always
whether
does.
we do as well.
Absolutely, but we're rooting for you all, as it were. Yeah, all the best. See you later.
Bye.
I think, according to my list, last but not by no means least, University of Cambridge. Gloomy Sundays. I should have said Queen Mary's Trivialis Cutensis. I didn't say that, but Cambridge, gloomy Sundays. Lovely. You don't look at all gloomy, or maybe you do with a U, but anyway. Hello, Cambridge. We had a lovely time at the festival, the Botany Festival last year in Cambridge. Well done for getting this far. How are you feeling, and what kinds of questions are you looking for this week?
We're pretty good, I think.
Yes, it's so sunny.
It's so sunny today. I think question-wise, I don't know, ethnobotany I think would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Victorian botany specifically, maybe.
Okay, who knows? Who knows? So, what you're saying about the sunshine is it's by no means gloomy.
Yes, and I think it's also maybe we can do some photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis, get your energy out, get those right answers rolling in. I'm sure you will. Lovely to see you. All the very best, and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye bye. Fantastic. Okay, so that is, if I have done it right, that's the 15 teams competing this week. And so now it's my pleasure to hand you over to John Warren to introduce the chair for today and to set Botanical University Challenge 2026, third online round going. Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan, and welcome everybody. As Jonathan said already, you've done amazingly well to get through to round 3 of Botanical University Challenge, but the pressure's really on now. So we're going down from 15 to 4 at the end of the afternoon. Really interesting listening to what you're hoping's coming up. And the good news for you all is that I think there's going to be something there, hopefully, for everybody. But there's also going to be things that you wanted to come up that are not going to be there. So we were discussing beforehand exactly who we think are going to be the 4 that get through. And I think we haven't got a clue. I think it's everything to play for. Any of the 15 teams stand a chance of getting through. So it's going to be a really exciting afternoon. And with that, it's time for me to sort of pass you over to Karen at Nagalia on the west coast of Ireland in Galway. She's a paleoecologist. So if you're hoping for any paleoecology questions this afternoon, get those fingers crossed. Good luck, everybody. Over to you, Karen.
Hi folks, Dias Murgwich to the Irish team as well. It's really nice to be here and to be kind of, chairing for the afternoon. So yeah, I'm a paleoecologist and regular plant ecologist. I'm based in the University of Galway, and it's so good to see so many people really engaged with plants and with botany. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you all progress through the quiz. So I think, are we ready to start?
Yeah, all teams are in.
Super. So The first round is going to focus on mosses, fungi, and things. So we shall see what that looks like. So the first thing we want to do is just make sure everyone is ready. I think we all are. And the first question is dilated scaleworth is mostly associated with which of the following species? Oak, rowan, hazel, pine, or ash? So we can see the timer's off and we've got some answers already coming in. Okay, we've got about halfway through now. Okay, just another few seconds there to lock in your answers. Lovely. Okay, so next question. What liverwort species is shown in the image? Common liverwort, overleaf pellia, forked veilwort, cavernous crystalwort, or crescent cup liverwort? So which one have we got there? All right, nearly through time now again. Okay, next question. According to the British Biological Society key to sphagnum species from 2020, how many species of sphagnum moss do we see in the United Kingdom? 26, 30, 34, 38, or 42? We've got an example image there of a sphagnum moss. So we've got a little bit more time now to try and lock in your answers for this. If you've been on a peatland in the UK or in Ireland, you've seen sphagnum moss. All right, next question. What feature of the liverwort snakewort is so distinctive that it is often used as an aid to its identification? Its small size, red cap, unusual smell, tastes of lemons, or distinct hairs. So which of those 5 is one of the most distinctive features that was used in identification of this species? Small size, red sap, unusual smell, taste of lemons, or distinct hairs? What is the name of the arrowed structure in the photograph? Opercilium, seta, peristome, capsule, or clepitra? I can never say that one, sorry, clepitra. So which of those is the thing the arrow is pointing to? Okay, nearly there on this one. To which genus of fungi does this belong? You'll have to forgive my pronunciation for some of these. Asphlerobolus, Gestrium, Gateria, Gomphus, or Pseudocolus? So which genus of fungi do the fungi in the picture belong? To which genus does this fungus belong? Aminata, Cordyceps, Daldinia, Boltius, or Erlinia? So which genus does the fungi pictured belong? Okay, nearly there. Now, what species of fungus would have caused this in UK or Irish buildings? Conophoria putanea, Caenophoria curberatum, Aspergillus fumigatus, Serpulia lacrymanis, Pleurotorius austrius. We can see this in buildings in Ireland and the UK. Question 10. What is the systematic name of the chestnut mushroom sold in supermarkets? Phylota adiposia, Aragrassus bisporus, Agrassus camentриtis, sorry, Boltius edulis, and Panalea I can say the name, the Fortnacelli. Sorry, my Latin is terrible, as you can see. And last question for this round. Which of the following is the common name for this fungus? Dryad saddle, King Alfred's cakes, coral spot, shelf mushroom, or hoof fungus? So common name for the pictured fungus. Dryad saddle, King Alfred's cakes, coral spot, shelf mushroom, or hoof fungus. Just 10 seconds left in the round. And we're done. End of round 1.
So how would you have done on that then, Karen?
Probably better than my pronunciation of the species names.
I'm not going to comment.
Yeah, no, don't.
It's always difficult when you're on the spot.
Yeah.
Which was the team that were wanting Briar fights? I was just wondering if you could hear them cheering when those questions came up.
It was Bangor, I think.
Was it? Yeah, oh, yes, it was. It's just where you'd expect Briar fights to be. So yeah, we'll see. The prediction is that Bangor should have had a strong round there.
Yeah, so hopefully, there's a good few mushroom and fungi and yeah, so hopefully that's kept some people happy, for sure in that round.
So shall we have a look at what the answers were and how the teams have done?
Okay, so question 1. How did we get on? So there was a not a very well answered question. We've got maybe just 27% of teams getting that right, and everyone else pretty evenly distributed across the other options.
Notice the credit on the photo is the Big Meadow search again. So I did give the teams a hot tip to visit their sort of social media for a bit of revision.
Okay, this is quite good. 60% getting the common liverwort. Very nice species. Good. So, yeah, so 34 species of sphagnum in the UK. A reasonable amount of sphagnum.
Yeah, most of the teams getting the right answer.
Yeah, pretty good. Question 5, just under half getting the right answer. Unusual smell. Yeah, that's for sure.
We had fun writing this question
I'll
because
bet.
one of its common names is the licorice scented liverwort. But we thought we can't actually put that common name in, can we? It's just going to give the game away. But there was some debate about how much it smells like licorice. So some people think it smells like licorice, and other people, yeah, I think it's one of those things, probably genetic variation in people's ability to smell licorice.
Yeah. I mean, I'm slightly concerned by the people who decided tasting it when you're trying to identify something is maybe not the best strategy. I would argue against that. If you know what it
Taste of
is.
cyanide.
Yeah. Oh, and the arrowed structure, very good. Most was over 70% getting that one right. Very good.
Oh, that's a
Very
strong one.
good.
This is one of Muriel's photographs taken while she was visiting me in the west of Wales. That's it. In this last National Nature Reserve, that picture.
That's really nice. It's nice when you get them in a clump like that as well. It's quite cool.
You can see with the sort of the key there for
Mm.
scale that it's really quite a small little Earth star.
Yeah. That's really nice.
One at very few sites for that species in the UK. Yeah,
Excellent.
just about everybody got that one.
Oh, I'm interested to see the results on this. Oh, it's a tricky one, isn't it? So yeah, we've got 20% of teams getting that right, and then, reasonably distributed across the other options. This is a tough question, I think. But yeah, it is, very distinctive though, once you know what you're looking at.
Unfortunately, well, most people don't get to see it. It's not something that you want to see, is it?
It is not something you want to see, for sure. Very good. We all know our supermarket fungi. Excellent.
So I wonder how they've been getting on with the scores, because yeah, there are going to be some high scores by the look of things.
Looks like it, yeah. And yeah, very good dryad saddle. Again, really nice fungi to see out and about. Good fun with fungi for the first round. Excellent.
Oh, the scores are ready apparently. So yeah,
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So we're predicting Bangor have had a strong round. Jonathan, can you tell us?
I can indeed. Yes, several teams have had strong rounds, and one or two teams would prefer some biochemistry, I think. So let me see if I can get my sharing to work to show you the scoreboard after round one. For me, that was like a round from heaven for me. But here we go. Make sure I get the right one. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah,
very good.
So we've got Aberdeen, Bangor, and York.
Yeah, Bangor were right. They do know their biofights.
And then we've got a group closely following on 7, so 8 for the top 3. Then we've got Edgehill, Galway, the Botanics, Edinburgh, UCL on 7, Anglia Ruskin, Cambridge, Edinburgh University on 6, Plymouth 5, Cardiff, Eden, Queen Mary on 4, and I think Leeds are still waiting for their biochemistry and physiology and genetics and all the real stuff. But still everything to play for. But obviously that first round kind of dividing or defining the bryophyte and fungal group, if you like. Any comments on that?
Yeah, I think this is a good job, Bangor, Aberdeen, and York. There were some, I think there were some tough enough questions in there, so I think that's really nice to see. Yeah, I think the people looking for some biochemistry and genetics might be a little happier in round 2. So, are we ready to go to round 2, or
I just wondered if we might bring a couple of teams in?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, sorry.
So we could either take the teams that are happy at the top. So we've got Aberdeen, Bangor, York. Yeah, what do you think?
I think I want to know from Bangor, which one did they get wrong? Because they were so keen on bryophytes. Which ones did you get wrong?
Let's ask Bangor to come on.
Hello.
Hello, good job.
The one that we got wrong was the number of species of
Yeah.
yeah. We put 38, but yeah.
It's a numbers one, so yeah, you were clearly in the right ballpark, but or the right sphagnum park, but yeah, great. I mean, I must admit it's a while since I worked on checking the questions, so when I saw the round come up, I thought, bang, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah,
so good. You got to keep it up though, because there's 4 more rounds to come. But well done, well done.
Thank you.
Shall we bring on the other 2 teams at the
Yeah,
top
let's
for now?
go to the
So
others.
who did we have? We had Aberdeen and we had York. Let's bring those 2 on together and just talk bryophytes. Hi, York.
Hi.
Hello.
Well done. Hi, Aberdeen. Well done. There were no high Andean bryophytes there, but you still did well. York, yeah, what did you get wrong?
That first one we got wrong, which was bad given that I spent my entire summer looking at Frulenia dilatata on trees. But
it's an interesting one. We checked that question carefully because obviously it does depend to some extent where you look, you know, who says what, but we checked it carefully and yeah, it's definitely ash. When you think about it, smooth bark, you know, next time you'll pass an ash tree, you'll see it all over it and think, ah. But anyway, you've got 8. So Brill, Aberdeen. Brilliant on 8, but again, what were the ones that slipped you up?
It was the first one again with the Frulania.
Yeah.
So I was in a woodland on a field trip last week, and it was actually quite common on the oak. Well, quite a few of them on the oaks there, but there were no ash to compare it with. So
you can do a bit of research and you know, send your complaint in on a postcard. We'll file it away. Anyway, 8's great, and all the best for the rest of the competition. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll head off now and let you carry on with the next round.
Super. So we're getting ready now for round 2. So I think, are we all good to go? Okay, so round 2, biochemistry, genetics, and biotech. So the first question. Which metal does the plant electron transfer protein plastocyanin contain? Iron, copper, magnesium, zinc, or manganese? So iron, copper, magnesium, zinc, or manganese. Okay, you can see the answers zooming in here now. Okay. Next question. Which is the key precursor for gibberellic acid biosynthesis? Geranyl diphosphate, adenosine monophosphate, isopentenyl diphosphate, S-adenosyl methanone, or tryptophan? So which of those are the key precursor for gibberellic acid biosynthesis? Okay, so 8 seconds left. Need a few more answers in. Okay, good. Next question. What is the chromosome complement of durum wheat, Triticum terdigium, subspecies durum? A, 2n equals 2x equals 12. B, 2n equals 2x equals 14. C, 2n equals 4x equals 28. D, 2n equals 4x equals 30. Or E, 2n equals 6x equals 42. Okay, just 5 seconds left. Good, okay. What does the Arabidopsis gene Wuschel regulate? Flowering time, plant height, response to heat stress, root branching, or shoot meristem organization? So which of these does that particular gene regulate in Arabidopsis? Okay, so we've only got 10 seconds left, teams. What is the role of the sinotempanal complex? Cell wall stiffening, electron transfer in photosystem 2, facilitates transfer across nuclear membranes, required for crossing over in meiosis, and sequesters heavy metals in the vacuole. Okay, 7 seconds left. Okay. One of the first genetically engineered plants to be grown commercially was BT maize. What was it engineered for? Increased yield, increased grain protein, fungal pathogen resistance, insect pest resistance, or antibiotic production? Okay, so increased yield, increased grain protein, fungal pathogen resistance, insect pest resistance, or antibiotic production. Where in a chloroplast do the light-independent or dark reactions of photosynthesis take place? The stoma, lamellae, ribosome, inner membrane space, or thylakoid membrane? The stroma, the lamella, the ribosome, the intermembrane space, or the thylakoid membrane? Okay, 10 seconds left. Which species is thought to have been the origin of the D genome in hexaploid wheat? Tausch's goatgrass, red wild einkorn wheat, spelt, or Durham wheat? Okay, 10 seconds left. What was the first plant species to be grown from seeds in space? Arabidopsis thaliana, dwarf wheat, mizuna, rice, or zinnia? So, which was the first one to be grown from seed in space? Arabidopsis thaliana, dwarf wheat, mizuna, rice, or zinnia? And we've got 10 seconds left for that one. And last question for this round. Roots don't grow downwards normally in a weightless environment. Which type of plant hormone controls normal downwards root growth? Abscisic acid, auxin, cytokinin, gibberellin, or carinkin? So what type of plant hormone controls normal downwards root growth? Abscisic acid, auxin, cytokinin, gibberellin, or carinkin? 10 seconds left. Good. Super. So some very different questions this round.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
First time we've had astrobotany in book, I think.
It's so cool. Yeah, I like that one. I definitely knew the answer, I think, to most of these ones, and that one included. I remember reading about it a few years ago. It's very cool.
But yeah, hopefully the Leeds team that were desperate for some biochemistry have done rather better in this round than they did in the first one. This sounds like it was more up their streak.
Yeah, for sure.
So, shall we go and have a look at what the answers were and how the teams have done?
Let's see, yeah. Okay, so for which metal does the plant electron transfer protein plasticyanin contain? We've got copper. Yeah, nice. And we got yeah, that one seems to have confused or thrown a few people. That's all right, but definitely not overwhelmingly answered correctly. Our precursor to gibberellic acid, similar as well. We've got a pretty even spread, actually, of those answers, with A being the correct answer. Oh, the chromosome complement. I'm not sure I would have gotten this one without having had to have a good think about it.
The teams, more than half of them got that one right.
Yeah.
That's the stronger answer, that one.
Yeah. Yep, very good. Shoot Mary STEM organization, the correct answer. Just under half getting that right. Yeah, this one's maybe a little tricky. And D was our correct answer there, but definitely a minority of teams getting that one correct. Oh yeah, this is a nice one. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, classic example, isn't it? Okay. Very good. Yeah, most people knowing where the dark reactions happen. That's good. Now, this one's obviously been a tricky one for people. So yeah, this is A there being the correct answer, but
So yeah,
maybe I think only one
wheat
team got that
genetics
right.
throwing teams again. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they knew that
Yes.
one. The
Arabidopsis.
astrobiology one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody. Oh yeah, the majority getting that one.
Very
So,
good,
yeah.
Oxen. Yes, well done. Again, a kind of a classic plant physiology question, isn't it? So very good. Be interested to see how that has impacted the leaderboard now.
Yeah, well, the spread of marks, I'm suspecting that there wasn't quite so many high scores that round as there were, but who can tell? It could have been the same teams getting sort of the ones right all along. So the scores aren't quite ready yet. So we've still got to bite our nails in anticipation while they do the number crunching.
So how would you have found that round, John?
That one was hard work for me. It's a long
Yeah.
time since I did that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd have preferred that to the fungi round.
No, yeah, fungi was definitely a stronger round for me than
See,
that
we'd be
one.
a good team.
So yeah, the marks are done. So we can
Lovely.
go to Jonathan and have a look at the scoreboard.
Fab.
Although he's gone for a cup of tea. The scores are ready, but Jonathan's not.
That's all right. We can just hold our breath for a little while longer.
I wonder, have we got time? Oh, there he is. He's back.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Just need to make sure that we're in there. Yes, that clearly has very interesting to have those two contrasting rounds. So definitely teams like Leeds appreciated that, and I will share and show you to what extent. Let's go for the leaderboard. So this is after round 2. Yeah, so this is the way it's looking. So we've got 1 point ahead. We've got the Botanics on 15 there. Bangor liked the Briarfights, but they clearly coped with the contrasting questions. On 14, Cambridge also 14. York, oh, hang on, there's stuff going on still. The marks and okay, I'm going to wait until I'm absolutely sure that the marks are right before we go through this. But we've got Leeds. We're on 1 previously, now on 9, so clearly they liked that round. Are we? Oh, I'm going to stop showing because this is wrong.
Who you tease?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't. I was waiting for confirmation, and I misunderstood. So I guess that. Yes, from what I was seeing there. So sorry, teams. It's going to be a bit different when we see how we're going. I'll let you two talk. I'm going to turn my audio off.
Well, I wonder if we could go to some of the teams there already, just to see how they feel about being teased. And
well, let's see how Leeds felt.
Yeah.
Are they feeling happier with this round?
Yeah, let's bring Leeds on. Hello, Leeds.
Hi, Leeds.
Hi.
How's Leeds? I miss Leeds. I worked there for a number of years, a long time ago. It's a great city. So I hope you're
it's
enjoying
lovely,
your
yeah.
time. Yeah, it's brilliant. So how do we feel about that round?
Much better than the last round. Yeah, I mean, I literally grow Agelops Taushi, like the D progenitor, as part of my project. Like it's in the greenhouse at the moment, so feeling a lot more confident about this round.
Yeah. So here you are.
Excellent.
I hope you can see that there. So you're on 9.
Yeah.
You were on 1 before, so that's excellent performance.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't meaning to rub it in. I'm just meaning you did really well on that round. It might sounded like I was, but I wasn't. Okay, this is, I believe, the correct leaderboard. I'm sure it is. So we've got Bangor and Cambridge at the top on 14. Galway strong, York strong on 13. Anglia Ruskin, Edinburgh robust on 12. We're in pairs here. Aberdeen Edge Hill on 11, UCL 10, and then we've got a quartet on 9, Cardiff, Leeds, Queen Mary, and the Botanics, and then we've got Eden 8, Plymouth on 7. All respectable scores, but of course this is the end of the scoreboard that you want to be on to get through. So there we go. Any comments from Karen and John? And do we want to bring on a couple more teams?
Yeah, definitely bring on some more teams and have a chat. I think it's it's good. It's good to see a dynamic leaderboard as well. Seeing the different strengths and from different teams is really interesting.
We spoke to Bangor, didn't we? So maybe have a chat with. Maybe you'd like to have a chat with Galway.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Say hi to Galway.
I'm gonna stop sharing.
Hi.
Well, no, you can. Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, folks. How are we doing?
Very good.
Good. Yeah, you would have been in trouble if you'd done poorly on that round.
We thought maybe the biochemistry would be our better one than the first round.
Yeah.
But actually round 1 seemed to be more suited. But we were fairly happy with the biochemistry.
No, I think that's good. It's looking good. So what are you guys hoping for?
Oh, ecology.
Yeah.
It's a very
anything.
Yeah, it's a very mixed bag. So there'll be some rounds where one of us will be like, I'm just gonna sit out for this.
Well, sounds like a good strategy, team-wise.
Yeah, so we're
yeah, some ethnobotany would be good.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how it goes. Super. Good job, folks.
Great. That's great. We're doing well for time. So shall we go into the final round before the break? Then we can bring on a few more teams before the break. How about that?
Sounds good.
We're still waiting for a couple of teams to come in. So, Karen, very interesting how, such contrasting those two rounds, really nicely set against each other. And yet some teams charged through. It's all about the diversity in the team and the knowledge. And of course, there's the chance of getting topics that really fit what you do. But it's lovely to see that a solid group at the top. And the ones at the bottom of the leaderboard, it's no shame. Everyone does really well. We can only take 4 teams through. So it's great. We've got 15 teams through to this stage. And we still can't be sure at all which 4 will be at the top. But it looks like we're ready for round 3 now. So I will leave you. And this is the final round before the break.
Fab. Okay, so round 3 is taxonomy and horticulture. So are we ready to go? Okay. Upon whose work is modern bryophyte nomenclature based? Carl Linnaeus, William Jackson Hooker, Johann Hedwig, Johann Dillenus, or Michael Anderson? So which one of these has produced the work that modern bryophyte nomenclature is based on? Okay, so we're starting to get some answers in. 10 seconds left. Great, next question. Which of the following sort of name is specifically excluded under the International Code of Nomenclature for Algae, Fungi, and Plants? Epinym, toponym, morphonym, tautonym, or synonym? So which one of those is specifically excluded from the International Code of Nomenclature? Okay, so we're just coming up to 10 seconds left, so let's get some more answers locked in. Great. A group that contains all descendants of a single common ancestor is described as what? Paraphyletic, monophyletic, autoparamorphic, polyphyletic, or simplisticimorphic? So which one of those is defining a group that contains all descendants of a single common ancestor? So 5 seconds left. Good. According to Index Herbarium, approximately how many specimens are housed in the world's herbaria? 100 million, 200 million, 400 million, 600 million, 1 billion. So how many specimens housed in the world's herbaria? Nice example photograph there. Five seconds left. Okay. According to the Madrid Codex definition, what is a typic synonym? A name spelled exactly like another name published for a taxon of the same rank. A genus for which a single binomial is validly published. The spelling used when a name of a new taxon or replacement name was validly published. A name based on a type different from that of another name referring to the same taxon, and a name based on the same type as another name. Or no explanation. Okay, next question. Weakening of the seed coat or testa, so it is permeable for germination, is known as what? Vernalization, scarification, maceration, stratification, or imbibiation. Sorry, said that terribly. Lovely array of seeds there. Ten seconds left. Next question. Where is the largest garden in the world? Florida, Singapore, Shanghai, Dubai, or Sydney? So where's the largest garden in the world? Okay, 15 seconds left. We've got very few answers, so okay, 5 seconds to lock your answers in. Next question. Imbition refers to what state of seed germination? The seed swelling, rupturing seed coat, the extension of the radicle taking up water, breaking down starch for respiration, the emergence of the shoot and seed leaves. Now we've got 10 seconds left. Next question. Which of the following combinations are not regarded as beneficial companion plant pairings? Carrots and onions, maize and beans, marigolds and brassicas, cabbages and tomatoes, cucumbers and sunflowers. So which of those combinations are not regarded as beneficial companion planting pairings? Okay, 10 seconds left. And last question for this round. Generally, what is considered the international standard temperature for long-term preservation of seeds at seed banks? 0 degrees Celsius, -8, -18, -40, or -80 degrees Celsius. So which one of those temperatures is considered the international standard for long-term preservation of seeds at seed banks? We have 10 seconds left now. And that's round 3. Well done.
Yeah, some very different questions to the first 5 to the second 5, I felt there.
Yeah, definitely. Nice range of questions, I think, there. And definitely very broad in terms of that taxonomy and horticulture round. Yeah, so some fun things to think about.
Yeah, clearly written by 2 different people. The first lot being written by Steve Harris at the Botanic Gardens in Oxford, and then Jordan of the RHS writing the horticulture ones in the second half. I found it fascinating just looking at how many teams were right up to the sort of 30 seconds there. There was a lot of debate going on with those questions, weren't there?
I think so, yeah, because there was I mean there was one where we only had one team and there was like 5 or 6 seconds to go. So yeah, that's definitely cutting it close.
Yeah, let's see what the answers were.
Great. So yeah, so that again, these are kind of an even, almost even split, and yeah, a lot of people thinking that it was Hooker for that one, which I can understand, but not Johann Hedwig. The correct answer there. What have we got next? Oh, very good.
This
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't have repeating names in plant taxonomy.
Yeah.
That's what that means. But you can with animals, apparently. It's
Can
quite
you
common,
really?
isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't know that. So monophyletic, well done, everyone got that right. That's
the
super.
first one we've had, isn't it?
It
With
is, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
Round of
getting it right.
applause.
Yay.
Excellent.
There's a blatant plug for the herbarium at Reading University, isn't there?
Well, this is so yeah, 400 million is so many, but like it's also, they're so concentrated as well, some of them in really big herbaria as well, and then like we've got little ones like the one we have in Galway, but we have some really nice specimens as well. So it's quite a kind of the distribution of herbaria and who has what is quite interesting as well. But yeah, 400 million. Good job to the teams who got that right.
Yeah. And another one with the majority of teams of sort of getting it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
And at this point, we swap types of questions. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very strongly. Very good. Most people getting a scarification.
There were a number of teams saying that they wanted garden questions, weren't there?
There were, so I hope they're pleased with
Ah.
this. I don't think I'd have gotten this right. I think I'd have said Singapore. So yeah, and my sympathy to the teams who got this one wrong, but it is Dubai.
You'd be interested to know who did get that one right, because yeah, not many.
Yeah.
But back
Yeah.
with this one.
Good. That's a solid set of correct answers there. Very good. Okay, so I mean, this one, this is a nice thing to know, actually, if you're trying to grow some stuff for yourselves at home, which things grow well together and which ones don't. So no cabbages and tomatoes together. And -18, very good. Most teams getting that correct. Super. So that was an interesting round. And again, I think probably quite a bit of a spread amongst the teams for who was doing well, maybe in the first half versus the second half. But yeah, good.
I've just come on to say that we're really ahead of time, so you're going to need to do a bit of a chit chat while we wait for the marks for this before we get into round 3, or you may indeed want to bring some teams on. But
well, are you a gardener, Jonathan? How would you have done with the gardening questions there?
Well, I was at one point saying, now where are the horticulture questions? And Becky said to me, I think they're these. So yeah, my horticulture is letting violets and cowslips and primroses take over my grassland. Oh, and ivy broom rape. Yes, so Alistair gave me some seeds for ivy broom rape because I have along my privet hedge at the bottom of the front of the garden. I've got all these ivy seedlings. So I've got like masses monoculture ivy on the ground, and Alistair gave me seeds of the ivy broom rape. I'd forgotten, and then I was putting some stuff in the compost, and I saw, oh, it was after they'd flowered. So it took really quickly. So I recommend if you want to grow your broom rapes, ivy broom rapes a good one.
So how long did it take from sowing to establishment?
When did you give me the seeds, Alistair? 2 years.
2 years, because I've sown some this year as it happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah, I'll be on the lookout soon. I'm sure they'll come up again. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It grows like the clappers when it gets going, says Lauren. Yes. Yeah, broom rapes are a speciality at Oxford, I think, with Chris Thorogood. Do we want to bring on a couple of teams and have a chat while we wait for the marks?
Yeah. Yeah, so
yes.
Who have you not spoken to today, Jonathan? Oh, marks are in. Never mind.
So who do we want to bring on? Shall we maybe speak to a London team? We haven't had. I don't think we've spoken to anyone. Maybe we have. I don't.
Have you had UCL yet today?
Let's talk to UCL. Say hello to UCL.
Hello.
Hi, folks. How do we think we got on in that round?
I think we slightly improved after doing catastrophically in the previous round. So yeah, but we do have some taxonomists.
Good. That's good. So hopefully they were helpful in that round.
Yeah, definitely.
I loved your comment in the chat. I think it was yours, wasn't it? What was it you said? What on earth was that round? Ew. I'm gonna share the scoreboard so you can see where you are, and we can always bring in. I think we should bring in a couple more teams, but let's have a look at the scoreboard. Here we go. So this is before we go into the break. So this is after 3 rounds, and then we hot up with the 22nd last 2 rounds. So here we go. So this is our scoreboard. This is after round 3. So Bangor at the top on 19. Then we've got a quartet, Aberdeen, Cambridge, Galway, and the Botanics, Edinburgh on 18. And we've got
what
the
a
university.
Nice mix of Wales, Scotland, England,
Absolutely.
and Ireland in the top.
And the two, I don't know if they liked the 2 Edinburghs, the Botanics and the university, 18 and 17. York on 17. Cardiff, one of our new teams from Wales, 16. Edge Hill 16, UCL 16. So there you are, UCL 16, and Anglia Ruskin. Anglia Ruskin, you need a couple. Yeah, you need to focus on your last couple of rounds, get back up where you were before. But you're on 15. Queen Mary 15, Leeds 14, Eden 13, and Plymouth 12. Maybe at this stage it sounds really cruel, but maybe bring Eden and Plymouth on. And just see what they're looking for in the next 2 rounds. I'll stop sharing, although it doesn't really matter. You can still see. Yeah, I've been stopped. Hi, Plymouth.
Hello.
Hi, Plymouth. Good to see you. How's it going? Because what was your the thumbs down. So what was your most favorite though?
Oh, did we have a most favourite? Not sure.
Still waiting for distribution maps.
Yeah, we are. Please.
I know. I feel for you. Because at first sight, that round, I was thinking, oh, that's great. All this lovely horticulture. And what was the other thing that was supposed to? Oh, taxonomy. Yeah, it's not my kind of taxonomy, but it was all delightful and well done to the teams. But you could see from the scores that the questions were splitting, and some of them, what was it? There was one, I think only one team got it right. So yeah, we're really stretching you. And it's round 3. So why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, stick in there,
Thank
and
you.
in any case, we're going to see you in Reading in August.
Yes, definitely. Thanks.
So have we got Eden?
Eden.
It's just
Hi, Eden.
it's just me because everyone else has gone for a drink of water and to go to the bathroom. So
that's fine.
I don't know. It's a bit of a heartbreak for Plymouth and Eden, really, because we were in the we were both in the semi-finals last year. I just don't think it's. I just don't think we've been lucky this week, unfortunately, so far with the questions. We seem to do this, we always do this thing in BUC where we narrow it down to 2 options and then we're all sat there going D or B, D or B, D or B, D or B, and then it's actually, then yeah, anyway.
Right.
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah, not
You're
going
on,
well for us. But we're above Plymouth, which is some consolation. So we're winning in the Southwest.
Yeah, we're having a little internal battle down here, civil war.
Oh yes, yeah, we do this. But I have to say, the Botanical University Challenge civil wars are, they're friendly. They're friendly civil.
Oh
wars.
yeah, it's just
it's
right more
kind of
civil than
spirit.
war. It's just civil.
It's civil, yeah, more civil than war. I like it. That's great.
Have fun, everyone.
As I said to the last team, we'll see you in Reading in August, and we can have lots of fun.
Yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to it too. Thanks. Thank you. Do we want to have a last? Because we've got time, I think. So why don't we have? Shall we? Yeah, I was going to say Edge Hill. Sedge Hill, let's be having you.
Hopefully they've not gone for a cup of tea as well, because it is.
Well, if no,
they're
hello, Sedge Hill. You know they're all there. They're all okay. Yes. So I guess one would have to say that the kinds of questions you were wanting haven't quite been there yet.
Not really.
Yeah.
We prefer something a bit more ecology or plant identification. And it seems to be quite a theme across the teams, really.
Yeah.
Asking for those kind of questions.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about this, and one of the things that we want to do is to have a look over the duration of Botanical University Challenge since 2016 and look at the spread of questions, because there's definitely been a diversification in questions, which is quite right, because botany is this big umbrella all the way through. Obviously, I'm a field botanist. I like the field botany questions, so the bryophyte round, and I could probably cope with the fungi as well, was definitely for me. And the rest has been as you found. I think it's not quite so. However, there's 2 more rounds. Keep your nerve. And yeah, absolutely. I think there may have been one, you probably don't need to know this. Is it right that there was one question that you missed?
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't quite get in there.
We accidentally highlighted the question and then highlighted the answer, and it was a bit of a mess. It was terrifying. But yeah, a bit of a shame.
That stuff happens.
Wouldn't have got it right anyway.
That's fine. And as I said to the other teams, we're going to see you in Reading, so it'd be lovely to see you again. And thank you for being all the way through, not you personally, but Edge Hill being through Botanical University Challenge since 2016. So thanks for that. And have a bit of a break now and get yourselves ready for the last 2 rounds.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you. Lovely.
Fab.
Okay, so the schedule says that we resume. So if we want to stick with the schedule, we resume at, is that right, 3:45? That gives us a long break. What do we think? Yep, I've got the thumbs up here because also there may be people that are following the timetable. So we're going to take a nice long break, give the teams plenty of time to rehydrate, oxygenate, me to get a bit more comfortable, and we'll see you all again. Thanks, Karen, for chairing. Any final comments on those first 3 rounds?
No, I think the breadth of the questions is really good. There's definitely I think the last two rounds would have been more comfortable for me than the fungi and bryophyte round. And as I said, I'm really what I'm really liking is that dynamic leaderboard that, you know, we can see the different strengths of the different teams. And I think because the questions are nice and broad, as you just said, Jonathan, kind of spanning botany as a discipline, it does kind of bring out the groups that maybe have that breadth as well, which is really nice because, you know, botany is quite a lot of different things. It is a big tent. It's a broad umbrella.
Exactly.
And it's nice to see, you know, the teams that are kind of able to pull from those different directions, I think.
Yeah. And to hear the bits of excitement and panic and that
Oh
go
yeah,
on,
the
and still
panic's the best part.
and still the competition's enjoyable.
And that's just us.
Yeah, exactly.
Certainly me. John, any?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yes,
last round was really close. Like the board it feels much closer than some of the previous weeks.
Yes, and I think that again is the breadth, because you've got some teams strong on this and not so much on that, and so that brings it up. So I'm just hearing that there's only 7 points between the top and the bottom. I don't think it's ever been that close.
Yeah, that's really close. And again, it also highlights the quality of all the teams as well. You know, like even if your score maybe isn't super reflective of where you would like, you're still doing really well, you know?
And it's not the top and the bottom that matters. It's the
No.
top four that matters. And when you start looking at the top that boundary line, everything to play for.
At the
All
moment,
teams,
if we were at the end, we'd have one tiebreak. But we've got 19, 18, 18, 18, 18, 17s, so we
Yeah.
could easily have a couple of tie breaks. We'll wait and see. But yes, that's worth reflecting on. Yes, so it's 12 to 19 is the range. That's nothing. Brilliant. And Alistair, have you got the average for those last two rounds?
Yes, round two. Should I just switch on?
So round two, the average mark was 4.87. Round three, slightly easier at 5.4.
Yes, so actually that's right. So round one was 5.87. Then, as Alistair says, round two, a full mark lower, 4.87. So round two was definitely the toughest for across the board on average anyway. And round three, 5.4. So rounds one and three, similar. And round two, the toughest so far. And rounds 4 and 5 to come after the break.
I know it's very
brilliant,
specific to me, but that wheat genetics question made my heart soar. I was like, oh, my little wheat, there it is.
2 wheat questions.
I know, I was so pleased.
Was that your comment in the chat, or was it one of the teams?
It was me being very happy and everybody else disagreeing with me, apart from Leeds. Leeds was also happy because I know there's a fellow wheat lover there as well.
That was your PhD, yes.
It was, yeah.
Super, brilliant. Yes, it's lovely to have these little glimpses of research past in those questions that you really like. Super. Well, we can take a 20-minute break. We're going to resume at 3:45 for the last 2 rounds. So see you all then. Bye to our teams and online audience, and we'll see you at 3:45. Well, welcome back to Botanical University Challenge 2026. We've had 3 exciting rounds and we're moving into the last 2 rounds where we hot up with 20 seconds per question. But we thought that we might bring on a couple of teams to have a chat. And I'm just going to remind you of what the scoreboard looks like. And we thought we'd bring in the 2 teams from Edinburgh. So the Botanics and the University of Edinburgh, because this is the leaderboard so far after 3 rounds, and we've got the Botanics, RBG Edinburgh on 18, and we've got University of Edinburgh on 17. So fantastic. Franz are on 18 and Paradise Palmhouse on 17. So we've got Franz and we've got Paradise. And we thought we'd just have a little chat with you. How are you feeling, and how is the civil war between the if I may say, the 2 Edinburghs? I don't know if that's a correct thing to say, but hello.
Hello. They've stolen our farmhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Sorry about that.
I feel a bit like a traitor because I tutor for the university as well, but I've abandoned ship. I think actually I know some of the students in the Edinburgh Uni team. But
Ethan, how could you?
I know. Well, I've jumped ship from Edge Hill as well. I'm just all over the place.
Yes, I remember you from Edge Hill. Yeah, exactly. But that's good, and that's part of this community, this lovely community that is the botanical community, but which Botanical University Challenge really aims to work with and to enhance. So that's fantastic. Yes, all over the place. We had one year. I remember we had one member of the Reading team who then moved up to Edinburgh to do the Masters, and then to Cambridge to do a PhD, and was in Botanical University Challenge 3 times in different places. That was George Garnett. So yeah, moving around's great. Anyway,
but you've not pointed out the key factor is at the moment one of the teams is in and one of the teams is out.
I thought I'd leave that to you, John.
So,
how do you feel about that? How are you feeling?
Not so fondling now, are they?
Not...
Oh, yeah.
Speak to us, go on. Tell us how you're feeling.
Well, round 2 was pretty rough, but we bounced back with round 3. Yeah.
The plant science is harder than the botany, I think, is our opinion.
Okay, we could debate what the difference is between plant science and botany, but we won't do that here. Our view is that botany is the umbrella, and everything there that we have in Botanical University Challenge fits under that. And the idea that botany is an old-fashioned, dusty term is wrong. Botany is just a vibrant, diverse discipline.
And we'll fight you for it.
And we'll fight you for it. There'll be nothing civil about that war. But yes, so yeah, exactly. So we've got the Franz at the moment in, and we've got the Paradise just outside. But we've got 2 rounds. We've got 20 points for you coming up.
It'll change.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I've just been told that the Franz are only half in. You'd be on a tie break, but not yet. So, tell us what you're looking forward to in the last 2 rounds. Paradise first. What are you hoping for in the last 2 rounds?
Ecology. Yeah, I think ecology, because we've been getting pretty average on these rounds, but I think other teams have had like a really good round, so I'm hoping that we can have a round that will
shoot us up a bit. Yeah,
it's good to hear you say ecology, because when I was in a lifetime ago, when I was looking to do an undergraduate program, I was looking at plants and ecology, and Edinburgh was one of the places that I looked at. I ended up going to Bangor, which was also good for ecology, but it's good to see that Edinburgh is still looking at ecology, is still strong for ecology. Botanics, 2 rounds coming up. Ecology.
Yeah, ecology would be nice. Maybe some biogeography would be cool too. Yeah.
I'd like some soily stuff. Would be nice to sort of get into.
Well, probably without further ado, then we should put you out of your miseries and let you get back into your teams. And I'm going to disappear in a puff of smoke, botanical smoke, and let Karen move us on into round 4, reminding teams, keep your nerve, because the questions are down to 20 seconds each. Thank you. Oh, we're still waiting on 2 teams to come in. So Karen, maybe you tell us what you're looking forward to in the next.
Yeah, so I always like the ecology questions, don't I? So and I'd obviously love to see some paleoecology questions, although I know there was one last week or the week before.
So you mean we've had the dose?
I think so, and I think that's probably, I don't have high expectations for anymore. But yeah, I think again, the spread of questions is quite nice. And I think, this next round maybe be a little bit different from what people are expecting potentially. So that'll be a little bit of a cat amongst the pigeons, perhaps. But I mean that's also good. So I don't think we need to be too concerned.
I'm just gonna see where we are with the teams.
One team still. We're still waiting for one team, I think.
Come on, lovely teams. Check your settings. Triple check you're in that room.
So once we have the last team joined, we'll get going.
We will. This is lovely, isn't it? This is this bit where you were kind of all raring to go. John switched his camera off, and we haven't got all the teams in. that is something, that is the technical side of this, which you can't really predict. Sometimes it's tricky; things go wrong.
It's not always simple, but I think we do now have everybody. So we are just about to get going. So I'll just give everyone a second to make sure everyone's in and focused and ready to go. As Jonathan has said, and as the big timer says as well, it's 20 seconds this time round, so bear that in mind. And if you're not sure, you should just guess, don't leave a blank answer on this. There's no negative marking. So we're into round 4 now, and this is going to be history and culture. So a little bit different to what we've had before, but let's get going with the first question. So, which botanist developed a system of classifying plant communities based on the scientific name of their most characteristic species? Was it Joseph Braun-Blanquet, Carl Linnaeus, Arthur Tansley, George Stapledon, or Emma Braun? So, which of these developed a system of classifying plant communities based on the scientific name of their most characteristic species? Next question. In 1663-1664, Robert Hooke first coined what botanical term? Epidermis, root cap, stomata, cell, or lenticle? So which of those terms was coined by Robert Hooke in 1663-64? 5 seconds left. Helen Porter was a pioneer of the study of polysaccharide metabolism. What technique did she use? Electrophoresis, chromatography, centrifugation, distillation, or high-pressure filtration? We have 5 seconds to lock in answers, teams. Good. What plant did Joseph Priestley use in 1772 to restore deoxygenated air so that a candle could burn? Canadian pondweed, lettuce, cress, mint, or duckweed? Okay, 5 seconds. Proportionally, who has the most plants named in their honor? Darwin or Linnaeus? 10 times more named after Darwin, 2 times more named after Darwin, roughly the same number, 2 times more named after Linnaeus, or 10 times more named after Linnaeus? On Terry Pratchett's Discworld, from what is the luggage made? Counting Pine, Sapient Pearwood, Old Man's Trousers, Wise Applewood, or Sage Wahoonie. And there is a picture of the luggage as well. What alpine plant genus is the subject of a song in the musical The Sound of Music? Gentian, Elysium, Viola, Cassiope, or Lentopodium? Which one of them feature in a song in The Sound of Music? What genus was used as a poison in Ellis Peters' Monk's Hood? Acontium, Papaver, Hoiscamus, Conium, or Strichinus? Five seconds. Which children's TV program does this animated vegetation come from? Bluey, Peppa Pig, Puffin Rock, Paw Patrol, or Octonauts? So which does this come from? Five seconds to get your answers in. Good. How many different plants are mentioned in the 12 days of Christmas? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? So how many plants are mentioned in the 12 days of Christmas? Five seconds left. And that is round 4. Very good. So was everyone singing the song in their head, frantically trying to count plant occurrences with that last question?
I just got Jonathan's voice in my head singing The Sound of Music. The hills are alive. And who would have thought you'd get a question where Peppa Pig was an option in Botanical University Challenge? They were really quite a different set of questions.
Very, very different questions. And certainly, I definitely would have struggled with children's cartoons, I think, for sure. Although I
thought
this
there's a hint there. It would have helped the Irish. It's an Irish cartoon is the answer to that one.
That is true. That still wouldn't have helped
botanical illustrations.
Yeah, afraid that would not have helped me.
Anyway, let's see what the answers are and see how the teams have done.
So, question 1. Very good, Bron Blanquet. Excellent.
For the ecologists.
Yeah.
I'm guessing a high score. Yeah.
Yeah, the cell for Robin Hook. Very good. Excellent chromatography. I wondered if that one might trip some teams up, but seems like most people.
I was hoping that they could work it out from the period of history because there was
just
that brief period of time where chromatography was the technique of the time.
Yeah.
And the York team, because at the centre of the department in York, which is where I did my PhD, is an enormous clock tower, and it was built as a chromatography tower. And
really?
by the time it was built, it was already obsolete as a technique because somebody had invented electrophoresis. But it's there in the heart of the building to this day.
That's very nice and somewhat unfortunate. Oh, this is a nice one. This is such a neat experiment.
Yeah, and just such a well-known experiment, but not a well-known answer.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. But well done to whichever team got mint right. Well done.
I was wondering if Canadian pondweed was actually in the relevant flora at the time, but I could be wrong because that may it's the one we use now, isn't it? In the experiment.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Little bit of a trick question there, I suspect.
It's remarkably similar. It's about 250 off the top of my head for both of them. And on discovering that fact, I thought that would make a nice question.
And it did.
Yeah. But the
good.
teams, yeah.
I like this one. Very good. People who
did
got
most
that
of the
right.
teams, yeah. Come
Pretty
on,
even
Jonathan.
there.
Sing us a song, Jonathan. He's too busy with the
scores. You did ask Edelweiss. I'll shut up.
Yeah.
Very good.
Strong answer.
Yeah, I did not have a clue on this, but everybody
Fluffing
else did.
rocks.
So
Yeah,
well done.
it's a generational thing, Karen.
It is. Yeah, I'm old now. Yeah, it's fine. Excellent. Yeah, very good. As
Yeah.
I imagine everyone was humming that either in their heads or out loud. So good job. Good job, folks.
So the team in Reading are beavering away on the scores. And yeah, the tension's starting to the adrenaline's flowing here, and I'm not even in the competition. So I wonder who we can talk to.
So who have we not spoken to?
So you're moving.
Yeah, let's have that.
Let's have a chat with York and Leeds, perhaps.
We're doing the local rivalries, aren't we?
Yeah, local rivalries. Hello, York. How are you getting on?
Okay.
Okay.
Wouldn't say amazingly, but yeah.
Did you know that about the clock tower in the department?
No, we were literally just having a look out the window for it.
I don't know if it's still the case, but when I was there many years ago, there were still rolls of really long chromatography paper which dropped down inside the tower.
I don't think I've ever been in the tower. I don't even know which building the tower is associated with.
There's a clock on it in the middle of the old bit of the department.
Yeah, the clock is still there. You
Yeah.
can see it.
And well, go and investigate. You'll find that it was for running chromatography.
Fascinating.
Yeah, we've been sort of asked to sort of say, do any of the Leeds and York teams know each other? Have you come across each other with collaboration? Or just
anyone in White Rose partnerships or DTPs that overlap? No?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Nah. All new friends.
Yeah, new friends. Not old rivalries. That's good.
Yeah, partnerships to be formed is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, future partnerships.
So Leeds, how did you find that last round?
Like middling, so. And I think anything compared to the first round is always going to be better for us. But yeah,
that's
I
fair.
think we got a good few bit of like specialist knowledge from some of the team members, so that really helped out with a couple of the questions.
Yeah, especially with Puff and Rock. Excellent. Yeah, you're all making me feel old now. Okay, thank you very much.
Well, the scores are ready. Let's see.
They are, but no, I'd like to bring Cambridge and UCL on. So Cambridge and UCL, and then we'll show the scoreboard. Hello, UCL. How you feeling?
We're feeling good.
You're feeling good.
Hopefully, we've caught at least one person from the last round.
Excellent. Cambridge, how are you feeling?
Yeah, okay.
We're okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
We just had a cake for the break, so batteries are loaded.
Still sunny there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, so I can tell everybody that we've got 4 on equal marks at the top of the scoreboard, and I'm going to share the scoreboard now.
So no tiebreakers, it stands as we go into the final round.
Tension.
Yeah, 4 clear leaders, all on the same
Those
number
of you
of
who've
points.
got the link will have seen this already, but here we go. So Aberdeen, Bangor, Cambridge, and the Botanics, RBG Edinburgh, all on 24. Well done. UCL, so that's why I thought UCL and Cambridge on very close on 23. University of Edinburgh still a little bit behind. Paradise Palm House a little bit behind their fantastic fronds, but good on 22. Galway 22, York 22. Edgehill 21. Then we got some 20s, 19, 17, still 17 to 24. 7 points between this part here and up here. So there is still, in theory at least, everything to play for, but 10 points more. Do you have an average, Mark, for that round, please? 5.13. Okay, so that wasn't the toughest, nor it was the second toughest round. Yeah, second toughest round. But well done to those teams. And just another look at the scoreboard here. So that quartet on 24, but 23s, 22s, really not far behind. It all depends on this last round. So fantastic. Let's stop sharing.
The last round of the course is plant pot luck. So it really is all down to plant pot luck.
How exciting. Well done, question team. So I'm going to disappear and let you proceed with the final round, round 5. Thank you, Karen.
Super. Okay. So we're looking at, as has just been said, it is all to play for. That leaderboard could change completely in the last round. So we're just waiting for 1 or 2 more teams to join. And then we will move to that final round, which, as we've just said, will be plant pot luck. So this could be absolutely anything. It is absolutely anything. So this should be a fun round to get our teeth into once we're ready to go. We're just another minute or 2 for the last 2 teams to log in and be ready to go. So maybe just make sure, everybody, that you are logged in and ready to answer the last round of questions and see whether or not we get to the tiebreakers. Okay, nearly there. 1 team left to go. And then we'll be getting started. So while we're waiting, thinking about what questions we might like to have come up, I'm not sure that you'll guess some of these questions or some of these kind of themes. We really are very broad on this last round. So I think it will be an interesting way to kind of finish off today. We're still waiting for a team. No, we've got everybody. So we are just about to get going now. And a final reminder that we're looking again this round at 20 seconds to answer your questions. So a little bit faster than the first 3 rounds. Okay, so I think we're ready to get going. Terebinth, a Mediterranean tree, is the original source of what? Frankincense, pistachio nuts, violin resin, turpentine, or shellac? And there's a nice view of that plant. 5 seconds left to lock in your answers. In the game Skyrim, what plant has a faint glow in the dark along with a distinct sound? Ash yam, ninroot, death bell, devil's herb, elf's ear. So this is in the game Skyrim. How many plant species were recorded in bloom in the BSBI New Year Plant Hunt in 2026? 392, 421, 486, 589, or 663? Which of the following species featured in the top 3 most commonly recorded plants in the 2026 BSBI New Year Plant Hunt? Annual meadowgrass, groundsel, bramble, common ragwort, or soft rush? So which one of those species was among the top 3 most commonly recorded in the 2026 BSBI New Year Plant Hunt? 5 seconds. Field wood rush has which of the following colloquial names? Good Friday grass, Easter Sunday grass, midsummer grass, Valentine's Day grass, or equinox grass? Five seconds left. Prim and proper are varieties of what crop plant? Lettuce, peas, asparagus, low flatulent beans, artichokes. 5 seconds. According to ancient illustrations, which of the following was not grown in the Hanging Gardens of Babylon? Olive, chermoya, tamarisk, common pear, or date palm? So which one of those were not growing in the Hanging Gardens of Babylon? Lectins are proteins that A. Act as enzymes in photosystem 1, B. Digest toxins, C. Bind to other proteins, D. Bind to carbohydrates, or E. Are chemically unreactive. 5 seconds to lock in. Anthocyanins are not thought to have a role in A. Attracting pollinators, B. Protecting plants from drought stress, C. Regulating movement, D. Scavenging free radicals, or E. Shielding chloroplasts. So which one of those does anthocyanins not have a role in, as far as we know? And our final question for this round, what term is used to describe this leaf margin in the image? Crenate, dentate, sinuate, undulate, frillate, sorry. So which term is used to describe that leaf margin? 5 seconds to lock in your last answer in this round. And that's it. Well done, everyone. So, some very different questions there.
Even one for somebody sat in Colombia. There was a question that should have been right up Santiago's street. But yeah, you're right. Very broad, very wide ranging in potluck there.
How do you think you'd have done, John?
Well, I actually wrote quite a number of those, so I think I might have sort of done better on that round than some of the others. There's my favourite question in there, but no guesses. Prizes for guessing which is my favourite question.
I quite like these. I think there's some good fun questions in that round.
Hopefully there's some fun questions in there, yeah. And some questions that appeared at first look harder than they actually were when you give them a little bit of thought.
Yeah.
Hopefully the teams weren't wrong-footed. So shall we work through and see what the answers were?
Yeah, let's have a look at the answers. Okay, so where does this come from? What's the original source? It is turpentine, and I fully understand anyone who said pistachio nuts. I can completely see why you guessed that. But it is in fact turpentine.
Yeah, a bit of a trick that, wasn't it?
I quite like that question, but yeah. Okay, what about the Skyrim question? Very good. We've got 67% of people getting that correct. So a few Skyrim players hanging around BUC. That's good. Oh, the plant hunt. Yeah. So I mean, in some ways, this is a little bit concerning. Should there be that many out? But yeah, quite a lot more than people thought. That's maybe not that surprising to me that people weren't sure about that question.
I guess it's also a reflection, or possibly also a reflection of recorder effort as well, because as it becomes more popular, the scores are going to go up
Yeah,
as well as
it's
climate
hard.
change. But it was a very, very mild autumn, wasn't it? So it's
It
perhaps
was
not a surprise it was
very
as high
mild.
as that.
Yeah. So okay, what about which one was in the top three? Groundsel. Groundsel in the top three. Um, yeah, I think I'd have been
And
surprised if it was Bramble, for sure. But yeah, good.
well,
Okay.
Bramble's an odd one in that.
Can be.
Yeah, I mean, some of the brambles lose their leaves and others are evergreens, and occasionally bramble will produce a sort of flower at any sort of time. I did my
Mm.
PhD on groundsel, so as part of my PhD, I recorded the number of groundsel plants in flower around York for every month of the year.
Oh wow. Okay,
So
so you really
I
know.
know painfully that groundsel will be in flower absolutely at any time of year.
Okay, so Fieldwood
This
Rush,
one.
which
Now this one's well known.
that's nice. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Although I quite like the idea of equinox grass. I think we need something to call that. I think that sounds great.
That's one for Jonathan to go out and look for a
Yeah.
poetry that's yeah.
Prim and proper varieties of.
And the teams just thought it was a joke. And as soon as I learnt that one, I thought that's got to be a question in book.
Yeah, well done to the team who either knew that and got it right or guessed because it sounded funny. That's also a perfectly good reason to get that answer correct. Well done.
They'll not forget.
No, no
That's
one will ever
one you
forget
will
that.
remember, prim and proper. Yeah, the
Yeah.
teams are onto this one.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice as well. It's an interesting kind of question. I think that one. It's good fun. What we got next?
I think they're asking us to sort of take our time so that we can do some double checking because the scores really matter this time if they're right or not. So I've got lectins.
Very good. So yeah, lectins and the binding of carbohydrates. So that's a nice question for anyone who prefers the kind of biochemistry end of botany.
And another one. And I'm guessing, yeah, the teams do that one.
Good, yeah.
And the final question, potentially, unless we go to yeah. Again.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Most people
So
had a
we're
good
ending
idea
the
of that.
quiz as we started it 3 weeks ago with a photograph from the Big Meadow search. So yeah, the teams were told to sort of have a look at that website, and possibly that explains why so many of them got it right. A nice technical term question there.
It's good. It's good. I mean, I'm a big fan of different leaf shapes and how they relate to ecology or not, as the case may be. So we use that a lot in the fossil record. We're looking for trying to interpret how things have changed due to environmental triggers and stuff like that. So leaf shapes super important.
So can we hear sort of numbers crunching, or are people actually live on the scoreboard and watching things going up and down as the scores are entered and seeing how it's looking?
Well, I'd recommend not doing that. There's nothing worse than just watching those jump up and down when they're not all in there.
I know it's the sort of the how far we had some technical problems with UCL, but do we know how close they are to the cutoff line?
I think that's what we're just checking.
They missed the last two, so would they be within
If they've
two
got them, would
questions?
they be within the points? Yeah.
could this be a part of the, do we need to go to a tie break? And yeah, but we're going to cut off the live stream for 2 minutes, folks, because we've got a technical problem with the UCL team. We're kicked out of the software with 2 questions to go. And because it's vitally important at this point whether they make the break, we really do need to make sure that the marks are absolutely right and think about how we're going to sort of deal with this sort of technical problem that we've got. So Welcome back, everybody. Well, we've got exciting times. We've got three teams that have qualified for the finals already, which is Aberdeen, Cambridge, and Edinburgh. So the Scots are doing really well. And then we've got four teams tied on 27. So we've got a tie break, and they are Anglia Ruskin, Bangor, the Botanic Gardens at Edinburgh, and York. But then we've got a complication. We've got University College London, the Bloomsbury Botanists, just a point behind. Unfortunately, they were kicked out of the quiz by a technical glitch in the software. So we've decided to allow them to join the tiebreak. So we've got five teams all competing for that final place in the finals in Reading in August. And with that, I'm going to hand over to Karen to go through the tiebreak questions. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Welcome back. I'm sorry, welcome back, folks. So, we just want to say congratulations to Aberdeen, Cambridge, and Edinburgh. And for our five tiebreaker teams, best of luck, hold your nerve. So what we're going to do is we have a series of 5 questions. Let me just double check that. Yeah, we've 5 questions, and I will go through each of those 5 questions, and you answer them as we have done in previous rounds, and that should rank the teams. If it doesn't, we have more questions. So we have several sets of tiebreaker questions. So if we end up with kind of 2 teams or more joined at the top on this one, we'll move to the next set of tiebreaker questions. This round, you have 30 seconds to answer. I think, do we have everybody ready to go in the new room?
Yeah, all 5 teams are entered.
Fab. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, so identify this fern. Is it black spleenwort, broad buckler fern, lady's fern, male fern, or soft shield fern? Five seconds. What is a neotype? The substitute for type specimen, the first member of a plant or animal family to be described, a member of a developmental series, the first example of a new type of genetic regulation system, or a single painting or the artistic work that is typical of the artist. Name the botanical artist. Claude Monet, Vincent van Gogh, Paul Chanez, Paul Gauguin, or Albrecht Dürer. Ten seconds. Oh, everyone's done. Great. Which of the following is a variety of sweet pea? Merrill Jones, Jonathan Mitchley, John Warren, Alistair Cullum, or Lauren Baker? Ten seconds to lock in your answer. Who is the author of the book The Englishman's Flora? John Wright, Simon Barnes, Roger Phillips, Geoffrey Gringson, or Hugh Fenry Wingstall? We've 10 seconds to lock in answers to that final question of tiebreaker 1.
Well, again, some varied questions there.
Yeah.
The teams were very quick on the fern identification and took quite a lot, or they went right to the line with their 30 seconds on some of the later questions. So I'm guessing there was some deliberations and arguments going on in some of those, and perhaps a bit of guessing, who knows?
I would imagine so. I think, yeah, some of them are a little bit trickier, but, that's what you expect at the tiebreaker stage. Do we want to?
Yeah, let's see the answers.
Yeah.
Let's see how they split as well. Because we've got extra tie breaks, but we don't want to keep going on and on, do we? My fingernails are not going to.
So we just give a second, I guess, to get the answers up.
It shouldn't take as long with the scoring this time, should it?
No.
There's fewer teams and fewer questions. Right, so here we are on the fern.
Okay, so I think most people probably got this one right.
I'm guessing they did. 60%.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah.
3 of them. 3 teams got that right. Good job.
All of them are getting that
good.
one. Yeah. That's not going to help with the tiebreak, is it?
No.
Not this one.
Oh,
Everybody
no, this
got
one's not
Van
going to help
Gogh
at
as
all.
well, yeah.
Lovely painting. What about sweet pea? Okay, that could be important. 2 teams getting that correct.
Yeah, it's not named after me, by the way. It was named after sort of head of the agricultural college in Lincoln during the 1970s. But
Okay.
Merrill grows it. That is the John Warren sweet pea. I've never grown it. I think it's an Irish breeder, but yeah, it's a white sweet pea.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I'm sure I've had them actually at points in the past. Very pretty. And then who wrote the Englishman's Flora? Okay,
that one's given us a spread.
That one's got a bit of a spread. So hopefully, maybe we'll see. But it looks like we've certainly probably got some divergence between the teams anyway. So we'll have a couple of minutes there for the scores. Do we want to maybe have a quick chat with any of the teams that were in that tiebreak?
I think perhaps we should, shouldn't we? Should we
Yeah.
talk to Anglia Ruskin, seeing as they were the ones who made it through with the referee's discretion? There they are.
No, that was UCL.
Yeah, UCL, sorry.
How are you doing, guys? How did you find that?
We're nervous.
Yeah. Well, you presumably know how many you've got now.
Yeah.
So
we know what we have.
Yeah.
But you don't know what everybody else has got.
Yes.
So were there any of those questions that were like particularly tricky?
Yeah, the sweepy. We were trying to go off of just age and distinguishment, but no, it's John, so we'll remember that.
There's also a clematis John Warren, which grows by my back door. Again, not named after me. And it's horrible. Just, I grow it because I share its name, but it really is an ugly clematis. The sweet pea I should grow. Are we ready then, Jonathan?
We are indeed, yes.
Go on, then.
The drama continues. So we don't actually have a scoreboard to show you because, of course, if we add marks to the old one, it messes up. But I can tell you, so teams, get yourselves ready. Yep. So Anglia Ruskin, 3 points. Bangor, 3 points. Is it Botanics?
Yeah.
The Botanics, Edinburgh, 3 points. Yeah, you can do it. He's just building up drama. You all got 3.
Yeah. UCL,
so it makes no
3
difference.
points,
Sorry,
York,
UCL.
3 points.
So it makes no difference. We're well done, everyone. There were diversity of questions. I suspect a slight difference in who got what, but 3 points apiece. So
out of interest, everybody knew what a neotype was, and everyone could identify Vincent van Gogh's cherry blossom. So it was the fern, the sweet pea, and the Englishman's flora that actually generated the differences or similarities.
All right, we're ready to go with the next round.
Okay, so teams, same again. All right, so yet more tension. So same rules as in the previous round. There will be 5 questions. You have 30 seconds. So let's get going. Identify this species. Alpine meadow rue, common fruitery, climbing cordalis, wall rue, or yellow cordalis. Okay, so 5 seconds. Next question. Which of the following is the form in which carbon is transported between plant tissue? Glucose, fructose, sucrose, starch, or maltose? Ten seconds. And everyone's answered. Good. Name the botanical artist. Jan Bergenheil, Abraham Mignum, Paul Chenez, Paul Gauguin, or Albrecht Dürer? 5 seconds. The Ascomycete microsphenaria vigensis causes an important disease of which fruit crop? Apples, oranges, banana, pineapple, or kiwi fruit? In what plant family is Rooibos, red bush tea, Alopanthus linearis? Is it in the Asteraceae, Fabaceae, Rubiaceae, Limonaceae, or Rosaceae? So which family is it in? And you've 5 seconds. Okay, well done, teams. So we shall see now if that has
Again, they were
separated.
ticking the full 30 seconds there, weren't they?
Yeah,
a lot
so
of
some of
head
them a bit
scratching
tough.
going on.
So we shall have a look at the answers in a minute, and then I guess we'll find out if that has separated our teams. Nail biting stuff. How are you doing, John?
Yeah, those nails are getting really worn down at this point. I don't know how the teams are coping, but I probably better than I am.
Yeah. Alistair's doing the marking. I'm going to let him read out the scores. We'll see what happens. But it may be if we get too many more tie breaks, we might have to move down to 20 seconds. But all good. It was interesting to see some questions. You got no answers for a bit, and then in the others there was one that clearly knew it, and then the others added in. So that round could make a difference.
Can we look at the answers then?
Well, I think Alistair's working on those. No, I haven't got the answers. I'm just coming on to chat. And then Alistair will read out the scores when he's got them.
I can talk people through the answers if we want.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Go.
I'd forgotten that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm
That's
off.
Right. Okay, so identify the species. What have we got? Good. Okay, so 3 teams got that correct. Yeah, sucrose, very good. That might make a difference, that question. Botanical artist, Albrecht Dürer, very good. Okay, pretty much everyone knew that was the banana. And nice tea from Fabricia. Good.
So we've got a spread of marks, but we did have last time, but perhaps more of a spread of marks. We've not got any sort of absolutely everybody getting it right this time, have we?
No, so a slightly tougher round, again, as one might expect for a second tiebreaker. Do we have results, Jonathan?
Not yet, no.
Not yet, okay.
Alistair's got them and he's going to look and he'll read them out because he's in front of the screen.
Okay, so
yeah,
I
think it might make a difference that round, but we shall see.
Okay, this round's been remarkably decisive, in fact, compared with the previous 2 rounds. So with 2 points each in this round are Bangor and UCL. With 3 points each in this round are York and the Botanics. And with 5 points and 100% successful answers, Anglia Ruskin. So Anglia Ruskin are our
well done.
quarter semi-finalist.
Wow.
Fantastic,
well,
folks. Good job.
Yeah. I wonder if we can bring in well, yeah, we need to talk to teams. That is, I wasn't expecting it to be that decisive. So Anglia Ruskin, you were very strong in last week and the week before. Fell back a bit today, but that you've come roaring through there. So well done. But commiserations to Bangor, UCL, York, and Botanics because you are so close. But that's how it goes. So should we bring on some teams to chat to? I mean, we're over time now, of course, but
winners 2 years running.
Yes, there's that true. So we kind of need to have a somehow we need. Yes, can we remind ourselves of our top 4?
Well, looking at the scores, it's Aberdeen on 29, Cambridge on 29. Miraculously, Anglia Ruskin have appeared in there on 28, and Edinburgh on 28 with the
Botanics. Yeah,
the Botanics.
Yeah.
No.
University.
The university. The Botanics have been in the tiebreak.
Oh, yeah.
I'm being thrown by the Paradise Palmhouse as the name.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in paradise.
So 2 Scottish teams, 2 English teams. The Welsh and the Irish not making it.
Not doing so well this year. Well, actually, we did very well.
Very close.
We did very well this year, but just not quite getting over the line into the semis. But that's all right. You all did really, really well. Excellent showing all round.
Yeah, fantastic.
And yeah, just to do a small local shout out, we're very proud of our Galway team here again this year. We've been involved for a number of years, and the students every year have been absolutely fantastic. So we're super proud of you guys.
I totally agree. Yeah, brilliant job.
Right, we're just incredibly proud of all of them. It just shows what amazing sort of plant-based knowledge there is across the British and Irish student population.
Absolutely.
Yep, we've got future botanies in good hands. Excellent.
It is. So I'm just thinking there are a couple of options. We could bring on the 4 top teams. We could bring on the teams that got to the tiebreakers but didn't quite make it. Shall we do that first? Shall we bring on the teams that didn't quite make it, if they're still around, just for a very quick word, and then just finish with a quick word from the 4 that will go through to the finals? Can we do that, please? my brain isn't working, so I've forgotten the names of the teams. I'm hopeless at this kind of thing, completely hopeless.
So in that last round, who did we have? We'd Bangor,
Bangor, UCL, York,
and
and
Botanics in Edinburgh.
Yeah. Be nice just to, if they wouldn't mind, just to come on and.
It's great they got so far, but a horrible way to go out, isn't it?
It is.
The
It
second
is.
tie break.
But just in the spirit of Botanical University Challenge. Hello, UCL.
We got Bangor and Botanics in Edinburgh.
Lovely.
Hi, folks.
Yeah, hello. Hi, Bangor.
Well done, everybody. Hard luck, but very well done.
I mean, so close. I mean, madness. But yeah, that last round, did you feel it was was making the difference?
Yes.
What's the question that you're kicking yourselves for, though? You think, actually, we did know that or not?
I can't remember.
I don't.
No,
yeah,
don't worry.
I think we just didn't
I think we just didn't do very much.
It's
not your round.
Yeah. That's the way it goes. But yeah, UCL York. I mean, you really, long time no see, but you really did well. I mean, you were just so in with a chance, but it's just that last business. So commiserations. But we look forward to seeing you in Reading. Absolutely, all of you. But look forward to seeing you in August. Botanics the same. Bangor, first time team.
Yeah, well done.
Hellish good. Well done.
Thank
you.
And we'll see you in August, and we'll be in touch about all of that. But thank you so much for taking part and for dramatic performance today all round. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, folks.
Okay. And I think it would be nice just to finish by bringing on the 4 teams that we're going to see in August. I hope they're still with us and not rush to the pub or wherever to celebrate. So we need Edinburgh University. Yeah, as I say, my brain doesn't work. Tell me and just bring them on. I'm glad it's not just my brain. No one's speaking.
Aberdeen, Cambridge, Anglia Ruskin and Edinburgh is what we want.
That's it.
We're going to be seeing, and the hot seats in Reading.
Fantastic. So how about that? So on the top of my screen, I can see Anglia Ruskin.
Hello.
Fantastic. Hello. I thought we'd lost you. Well done. I mean, 5 out of 5. I mean, you can't do better than that. And that's the clincher. I thought we were going to use up, but we were about to go down to 20 seconds on. We've got a few remaining rounds, but well done. Fantastic.
I thought it was going to be pistols at dawn.
Pistols at dawn. Yeah, how are you feeling, Anglia Ruskin?
Oh, sweaty.
Well, more of the point, how did you feel when the software kicked you out?
That wasn't them. No, that was UCL. We had a fair response to that, but it wasn't quite enough. So yeah, look forward to seeing you in August. Aberdeen. So last you've got the Sid Thomas Trophy. It could stay with you for another year. But anyway, speak to us, Aberdeen.
Feeling great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defending the title. Yes. We're very happy.
Fantastic.
Good job.
Fantastic.
Oh, our camera's gone funky. There we go.
So we got 2 Scottish teams. Scotland / Colombia. We've got Cambridge and Anglia Ruskin. So 2, I mean, close-ish geographically. Cambridge, and then I'll come to Edinburgh. So Cambridge, great. So we had the festival last year with you. You did well, obviously, in previous years. Fantastic performance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure. I mean, we don't need to go on and on. We're all, it's the same things. But anything you want to say?
I guess the photosynthesis during the break proved to be a good strategy.
Nice one. Nothing like a bit of photosynthesis to recharge the batteries. Yeah, yes. Fantastic. That's botany for you, isn't it? Brilliant. Well done. And then the Palm House turned out to be in paradise. Hello, Edinburgh. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. What was what was good for you?
Well, we got the beans question, which I think is we're the only team, or maybe it was one of the teams that were right. So I think that's kind of what got us through. Was the prim and proper
What the
beans.
low flatulence bean?
Yeah, that's what the beans. So.
I'm trying to work out who might have set that question. Brilliant. And any more for any more? Karen, John,
well, we're saying that 2 of the teams that have got through have already got their names on the trophy. So 2 new teams that could have their names on the trophy and 2 previous champs. So, yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So that was fantastic. That was dramatic, exciting, probably nail biting. So now is your chance to relax, enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you so much for entertaining us, for being so brilliant. And we're going to see you in the Palmer Lecture Theatre on the 19th of August, going for the semi-finals. We'll be in touch about that, but thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you all.
Well done.
Brilliant.